Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like. Oh my god, it's a match preview for Mexico versus England. A chance to get to the quarterfinals. It is staying as 1 AM. Sorry guys, I know that will break it to all the people in the UK. But I'll bet you loads of people will stay up for it. Even if you have work, you know, book it off. You know, stay at home. Watch the game at 1 AM. But yeah, chance to get to quarterfinals. I've got my England shirt on. Probably the biggest game in cup. Well, probably the biggest game in our history in the round of 16. You know, you expect England to win, but because it's in Mexico City and we're playing Mexico, it's going to be a very tough game. But I'm joined with Daniel, mate. You alright, mate?
You want mate? Why are you saying my name like that? Just say Dan. I'll say Daniel, mate.
Yeah, sorry. How are you, Dan?
Yeah, I'm alright. Kind of shitting it about tonight, well, in the morning, but you never know, anything could happen, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's get straight into it then. Of course, it's a 1 AM kickoff. We're both staying up for it. Of course, England coming off with a 2-1 win against DR Congo in the round of 32. What we probably didn't deserve, but a win is a win at the end of the day. If you win by 1 goal and you don't play well, you still get them wins. Then, yeah. Mexico, however, haven't conceded a goal yet, and they're coming up with a 2-0 win in their round of 32 against Ecuador. Haven't even conceded a goal yet. They've got some really good players. Of course, we know it's time at Fulham, Wolves, and now he's back at Wolves. Raul Ramirez up top. A very good striker. What do you think going into this game? Going to be a really tough game.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play as well against Congo. I think we kind of got a bit lucky towards the end. Obviously, Congo must have just tired out. Mexico, I mean, you know, they've lost 2 games in 80 years. That's going to change, but we'll get into that later on. And yeah, obviously Raul Jimenez has scored more goals against Pickford in all competitions, like in the Premier League, FA Cup, World Cup, you know. So he knows what he's going to be about. You know, they've got some good players. And yeah, they've done really well, to be fair. You know, not conceding the goal. Probably the only team to do that. And yeah, it's going to be a tough game, tough conditions. And we just got to play to their standard, to be fair.
Yeah, defo. If you think of it, Mexico haven't actually played a really good team though. One of the favourites. They haven't played France. They haven't played England, what they're about to play. They haven't played Argentina. They haven't played Spain. They haven't played Brazil. So, you know, of course, this is going to be a very big game. Mexico fans, of course, positive. England fans are probably more nervous, but they're still going into the game positive. I think, of course, Harry Kane is our main man, of course, but who do you think Mexico should look out for?
Yeah, I'm going to go back on what you just said about, you know, Mexico not playing one of the favourites. You know, take nothing away from that Ecuador team. You know, they've got some good players as well. But you know, if Mexico go and beat us tomorrow morning, you know, they'll have full confidence. You know, they'll think in their heads, oh, we can beat anyone on our day. But obviously, going back to your question now, to be fair, any of their forwards, to be honest, probably the main one, their main players, probably Raul Jimenez. You know, it's going to be tough to mark. One of their wingers as well scored a couple of goals. You know, he's electric. He's got pace. He's skillful. And yeah, I think we just got to be on our game, because if we're not, and we play like we did against Congo, I think we'll be 2-0 down early on, and then it's just going to be tough to come back into the game.
Yeah, definitely. And about our players, who do you think they should look out for?
Sorry, To be fair, the main two is probably Kane and Jude. I think Congo has done a job to keep Jude quiet. In the midfield, I think you could say Declan Rice, whether he'll be at right back or midfield. Heard he's playing at right back. If that is the case, then I think they'll try and exploit down that wing where Rice is, because then he's not the quickest. For anyone on their day, to be fair, they should look out for, Rashford can be good, Gordon can be good, and then the other two on the other wings. So yeah, I think anyone, to be fair, it's going to be a tough one, but if Kane and Jude don't turn up, I think it could be a very long night.
Yeah, defo, and I think Mexico are a very good side. Going to be a very tough game for England going into that match at 1 a.m. Of course, we know how good Mexico can be, but we need to score early. We need to go 1-0 up. We need to start the game first 20 minutes, go at them, put everything at this Mexico team. Even if you putting your defenders up there, put your defenders on the line, block every shot they have, and just really have shots on target, because we really need to start that first 20 minutes really well.
Yeah, 100%. Seems like we love to start the second half a lot better, or even like the drinks break. They always seem to help us. But we take nothing away from Congo. They were battering us. Obviously got the goal early. We looked crap, and then the drinks break just changed how we played. But we know what Mexico are going to bring. They're going to press. They're going to make it difficult for us. So like you said, start off strong. And if we go 0-0 at half time, we'll take it. And you know what, we like second half, we'll just be electric. And yeah, I don't want to see all this fucking passing around the back, fanning it about a bit at the back, causing troubles for ourselves, because Mexico will punish us. And we've seen that with Congo. They were pressing us, making us play some sloppy passing, and yeah, it's going to be tough, but it's going to be one of them, isn't it? And obviously the weather, meant to have 90% thunderstorms or something, how that will probably end up getting delayed. I'm not going to lie. Mexico are used to the weather, we're not. Would that play a part? Probably will. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, I've got a lot to say. It's going to be a very tough game. Of course, Mexico, they've got loads of really good players in their team. But we have as well, and if we, I think the longest it goes on 0-0, I think we'll take it more. I don't think Mexico is going to be happy with that, because they want us, they're at home, in front of 80,000, and I think 6,000 England fans. So they'll want to, of course, go 1-0 up early on, and this why we can't start really slow. But we'll have to wait and see. But getting into the lineup and score prediction, then lineups, then we'll start off in goal. Jordan Pickford, of course, he of course should be saving that Congo shot what went in, but he is our number one. But I think his time now is up. I think he's good at penalties, and I think if it goes pens, England fans might be more positive. Of course, he saves 2 or 3, but we need to score, of course. But yeah, I think he'll be in goal, but I do think his time could be coming to an end in England shirt.
Yeah, totally agree. Pickford in goal. He's not really performed as well as people expected. Should be definitely saving that first one. His positioning was awful. There's no excuses about getting blocked. Didn't see it. You clearly saw it. And yeah, but obviously, like you said, his time was up, and I think it's time for another number one for England. I think. Obviously, when it comes to pens, you know what he's been like in the last World Cup and the World Cup before. When it comes to pens, like the Colombia game where he saved us, Hopefully he doesn't go to pens, and if he does, hopefully he can be the man to save us.
Yeah, right back is a really hard one. We heard that Royce could be starting there, but Spence might be starting there. But we've heard that Kwanzaa is actually fully fit. Of course, James isn't fully fit at a minute. Of course, he's set to be on the bench still, though. But Kwanzaa is fully fit, so it'll be him or Spence. But I am going to go Spence at right back. I can't see Royce starting there, to be fair.
Yeah, I totally agree. Spence, I think, just because of his pace, I think, because they're going to be very, very quick. As much as Tuchel does shy, we need that pace there. I think we'll have pace all over the pitch to try and match them. So yeah, Spence for me. If Rolls was a little bit quicker, I would have put him there, but he's just too slow at that position.
Therefore, left back O'Reilly. No more left backs really.
Yeah, I think.
Go on.
Sorry. I think he was unlucky against Congo today. He was arriving in the box. One of them, obviously, I think it was. I want to say it was Saka. I think crossed it in, and he's hit his knee. Obviously, Kane was behind him, so he's in the right areas where we need him. He's solid going forward. But I think the two wingers, like the fullbacks, will probably end up staying back. I can't see him overlapping as much as we've seen it. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward, to be honest.
Two centre backs are probably easy as well. Ezra Constant Gay. Can't see Stone starting. If he starts, because he's too slow. So if he starts against them front line players, then I think Tuchel has to have a word to herself.
Yeah, it's straightforward. I'd agree with the two centre backs. Not majorly put a foot wrong, but I think they're our only best two we've got. Yeah.
Midfield has to be Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson.
Yeah, I agree. Anderson's probably been one of our best players. Rice is just Rice. He's freaking everywhere. World-class player. Could play anywhere he could probably end up playing up front if he tried. And yeah, them two are probably one of the best two midfield combines in the whole World Cup, to be honest.
Yeah, the number 10, Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, I wasn't really impressed with him against Congo. Whether that's because their man marks him out of the game, I've no idea. I thought he was just off it. Not just him, but a few other players. But people expect him to be one of the best players in the world. And yeah, so I think Jude, for me, I think he needs to step up now and prove everyone wrong why they were slating him. And yeah.
The wingers, then I think everyone talking about who's going to play there, because of course it's very hard to see who will play there. Of course, Gordon came on and got 2 assists when against Congo. Thought he was really good when he came on. Rashford wasn't good when he started, but if he starts, he has to be more better here. And I am going to back Rashford to start on the left.
Yeah, I think Gordon. I think Tuchel will look at that now and think, okay, Gordon's better on the bench when we need a goal, bring him on. If Rashford's a bit tired or just not playing well, but don't get me wrong, they're both as good as each other. But I think Rashford just brings that a little bit more than Gordon. Same on the other wing as well, but obviously we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, I think Rashford for me.
The right wing, I don't want to see Saka. No disrespect to Saka, but I think he ain't fully fit at a minute. And I think we need pace. We can't have not pace, because Saka he does have pace, but not when he's half fit. So I think Noni Madueke has to start there in my eyes.
Yeah. Madueke for me. You've seen it against Congo. Saka, he just looked tired. He was not match fit. The way he was losing the ball, he wouldn't be doing that if he's match fit. Madueke probably can't shoot, but you know, he's got more pace than Saka. He's more skillful. He likes to run at defenders, like where Saka would like start, then would go backwards again. And yeah, for me, Madueke has to start. I'll be surprised if he doesn't and he goes with Saka. But
yeah, definitely. Then up top, Harry Kane. Really, probably the easiest one.
yeah, I mean, you know, he wants to go for that golden boot. I'm guessing it's now what, 4 goals off it. I'm pretty sure
3 off level, isn't it? Or
Right,
no,
yeah,
it's
4
2 off level, isn't it? Because on 5, then he can.
Yeah, 5s. Yeah, 2 or 3. You know, when we need a man to save us, you know, it's either Kane or Jude, and then against Congo it was Kane. So yeah, Kane for me, Sir Kane.
And score prediction and goal scorers?
I think we'll go 1-0 down, and I think we'll win 2-1. I'll go Kane double, and then I'm going to go for that. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but he's a winger. Is it Kwanzaa or something? Kwanzaa or some crap like that. I think he'll end up scoring first, and then the drinks break will help us a lot. The second half will probably come out guns blazing and win 2-1.
I reckon Mexico 2, England 2. I think the goal scorers will be Kwanzaa and Raul Ramirez for them. And for us, I think Kane and... You know what? They're putting Noni Madueke to score. And it will go all the way to penalties and we will lose. Sorry, England fans, but I think we will lose at penalties. I just think the lack of our penalty shootouts, we haven't been the greatest. And yeah, but thanks for coming on, Dan. Hope we win the game. Do you want to tell the viewers what videos we got coming?
Well, we're debating on whether we'll watch the Brazil game. You know, we could do a match preview for that later on, maybe. There'll definitely be a match reaction. Unless you want to do it on your own, it's up to you. I've got work at 2 till 10. I mean, we could do it on Tuesday if you wanted, or you can do it on your own, like I said, if you want. And if you get through, there'll be a match review probably Tuesday at some point, or maybe Thursday or Friday at some point towards the end of the week. And yeah, probably be something to do with like Bailey will probably do like Tamworth videos, but so I'll let him do that because that's his, his local club. And yeah, before you know it, there'll be like transfer rumours, Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2 tables will be out, and yeah. So just stay tuned. You won't miss a video.
Yeah, can't believe it's nearly the middle of July. Of course, there's been loads of transfers today. I've got Anthony is going to Brentford from Burnley. There's been I think Real Madrid signed Dumfries. What class signing! Nathan Ake went to Fenerbahce. So there's been loads of transfers today. So we'll definitely do a transfer video towards the end of the month, and of course the tables will be out probably either the end of the month or start of August. Normally I do my early predictions. Will I do that? I don't know. I think normally I do it in June, but of course I haven't done it. So yeah, we'll see. But thanks for coming on, Dan, and hope England get the job done and bring it home.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, and I'm just praying if God is real that it doesn't go the way to pens. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. Peace out.